24, 24 hours of the Passion. 7 a.m. hour. Jesus is presented to Pilate, who sends him to Herod. Preparation before each hour. O my Lord Jesus Christ, prostrate in your divine presence, I implore your most loving heart to admit me to the sorrowful meditation of the 24 hours in which, for love of us, you wanted to suffer so much in your adorable body and in your most holy soul unto death on the cross. Oh, please give me help, grace, love, deep compassion and understanding of your sufferings as I now meditate this hour. And for those which I cannot meditate, I offer you my will to meditate them, and I willingly intend to meditate them in all the hours in which I have to apply myself to my duties or sleep. Accept, O merciful Lord, my loving intention, and let it be beneficial for me and for all, as if I effectively and in a saintly way accomplished what I wish to practice. Meanwhile, I give you thanks, O my Jesus, for calling me to union with you by means of prayer. And to please you more, I take your thoughts, your tongue, your heart, and with this I intend to pray, fusing all of myself in your will and in your love, and stretching out my arms to hug you, I place my head on your heart, and I begin. My bound and good Jesus, your enemies, together with the priests, present you to Pilate. Feigning sanctity and scrupulosity, they remain outside the praetorium on account of having to celebrate the Passover. And you, my love, seeing the depth of their malice, offer reparation for all the hypocrisies of the religious body. I, too, offer reparation with you. And while you are concerned about their own good, they begin to accuse you before Pilate, fomenting all the poison they have against you. Showing himself unsatisfied with the accusations that they make against you, Pilate calls you aside to find a reason for which to condemn you, and he alone interrogates you and asks you, "Are you the King of the Jews?" And you, Jesus, my true King, answer, "My kingdom is not of this world, otherwise thousands of legions of angels would defend me." And Pilate, moved and surprised by the sweetness and the dignity of your words, says to you, "So you are a king?" And you reply, "You say so. I am, and I have come into the world to teach the truth." Convinced by your innocence and without wanting to know anything else, Pilate goes out to the pavement and says, "I find no guilt in this man." Enraged, the Jews accuse you of many things, and you remain silent. You do not defend yourself, but offer reparation for the weakness of judges when they are faced by the arrogant. You offer reparation for their injustices, and you pray for the innocent, the oppressed and the abandoned. Then, seeing the fury of your enemies, Pilate sends you to Herod to rid himself of you. Jesus before Herod. My divine King, I want to repeat your prayers and reparations as I accompany you to Herod. I see that your enraged enemies seek to devour you, and, leading you among insults, mockeries, and derisions, they make you arrive before Herod, who, with growing conceit, asks you many questions. You do not answer him, and do not even look at him, and Herod, irritated because his curiosity is not satisfied and humiliated by your long silence, declares to all that you are mad and mindless, and orders you to be treated as such. And to mock you, he has you clothed with a white garment, and delivers you into the hands of the soldiers, so that they may mistreat you in the worst way possible. My innocent Jesus, no one finds you guilty, only the Jews, because their feigned religiosity does not permit the light of truth to shine in their minds. Beloved Jesus, infinite wisdom, it costs you so much to be declared insane. The soldiers abuse you, they cast you on the ground, stomp on you, cover you with spittle, despise you, and with rods they beat you with so many blows that you feel you are about to die. The pains, the ridicule, and the humiliation they force you to experience are so overwhelming that the angels weep and cover their faces with their wings. My Jesus, declared mad, I too want to call you mad, but mad with love. Your madness for love is so great that instead of becoming upset, you pray and offer reparation for the ambitions of kings and leaders who aspire to kingdoms, to the destruction of nations, for the many massacres they cause, for the many bloodbaths they incite to satisfy their own whims, and for the sins committed in courts, palaces, and garrisons. O my Jesus, how tender it is to see you pray and offer reparation, while overwhelmed with so many outrages. Your voice resounds in my heart, and I follow you in whatever you do. And now, let me place myself at your side, share in your pains, and console you with love. I drive away your enemies. I take you in my arms to refresh you, and I kiss your forehead. My sweet love, I realize that they will not give you a moment's rest, as Herod now sends you to Pilate. If your coming here was painful, your going back would be more tragic, as I see the Jews are more furious than before and are determined to make you die at all costs. Before you leave Herod's palace, I want to kiss you while you are overwhelmed with so much suffering to prove my love to you. May you strengthen me with your kiss and your blessing, so that I may follow you to Pilate. Reflections and Practices by Saint Hannibal de Francia. While presented to Pilate, among many insults and scorns, Jesus always remains sweet. He disdains no one and tries to make the light of truth shine in everyone. Do we behave this way with everyone? Do we try to conquer our evil inclinations if someone does not sympathize with us? In dealing with others, do we always try to make Jesus known and to make the light of truth shine in them? O Jesus, my sweet life, place your word on my lips and let me always speak with your tongue. Clothed as a madman before Herod, Jesus remains silent and endures unheard of sorrows. And when we are slandered, mocked, insulted, or derided, do we think that the Lord wants to give us a share of his sorrows and impart to us his divine likeness? In the sorrows, the scorns, and in all that our poor hearts may feel, do we think that it is Jesus who, with his touch, gives us sorrow, transforms us into himself, and imparts to us his likeness? And, as sorrows are repeated in us, does it not occur to us that perhaps Jesus, in looking at us, is not completely satisfied and, therefore, hugs us anew in order to make us completely like him? Following Jesus' example, can we say that we have a dominion over ourselves and that, in adversities, we prefer to remain silent instead of answering? Or do we rather let ourselves be won over by curiosity? In whatever sorrow we experience, we should form the intention of pleading for souls in order to offer Jesus a divine life. By placing souls in the will of God, our sorrows form a circle in which we enclose God and souls, while uniting them to Jesus. My love and my all, may you alone have dominion over this heart of mine, and keep it in your hands, so that in all my encounters I may reproduce within me your infinite patience. Thanksgiving after each hour. My beloved Jesus, you have called me in this hour of your passion to keep you company, and I have come. With the most touching and eloquent words, I seem to hear you praying, offering reparation, suffering and pleading in anguish and sorrow for the salvation of souls. I tried to follow you in everything. Now I owe you my heartfelt thank you, and I bless you. Yes, O Jesus, I repeat my thank you thousands and thousands of times, and I bless you for all that you have done and suffered for me and for everyone. I thank you and I bless you for every drop of blood you shed. I thank you for every breath, heartbeat and step. I thank you for all the words, glances, afflictions and affronts you lovingly endured. For everything you did, O Jesus, I offer you my thank you and I bless you. O my dear Jesus, let my soul send forth a continuous flow of thanksgiving and blessings. May they draw down on all of us the flow of your blessings and graces. O my sweet Jesus, press me to your heart and with your most sacred hands, mark every particle of my being with your I bless you, so that my being may send forth a continuous hymn of blessings to you.